A crowd is not a church. You can't just show up here and expect to be a church. You can't just come, sit in a pew and expect to be a church. There were crowds when Jesus preached, crowds that would push to get forward, crowds that wanted him to hear. But you know where else there was crowds? There was crowds when Jesus was on trial, but they no longer cared what he had to say. They were just a crowd. You know, there were crowds watching Jesus get beat. And these crowds no longer cared. They just wanted to see his blood shed. You know, there were crowds who watched Jesus carry a cross that was built for you to carry, but Jesus is carrying it. And there were crowds that were mocking him when he's taking your sin upon his body, and they just wanted to see him dead.
They were assembled together, but they were in one accord, in one place. What does that mean? I got to tell the old joke. What did the disciples drive and travel around to their ministry? One accord, because they were all in one. You didn't laugh. I don't laugh either. But I had to say it. But what does that mean? The Greek word that we get in one accord from and together from, and I'm not a Greek scholar, so if I mispronounce this, tell me after. But it goes like this. Hamathia Madan. Nailed it. Hamathia Madan. And that is where we get together or in one accord. But what does this mean? What does in one accord mean? It means to have one mind, with one accord, with one passion. This Greek word that we're talking about, it actually comes from two Greek compound words, which literally means to rush along and in unison. To rush along and in unison. One mind, one body, one passion, one accord.
You see, we want God to throw it out, to be that parade driver or parade rider that throws out the candy and we pick it up. We want the good without taking care of the bad. You see, we can't be in unity with God until we address our relationship with God. James said Elijah prayed that it would not rain, and then he prayed that it would rain. Understand, God already said in Deuteronomy that it would rain. And if God already said that it's going to rain, why did he have to pray about it? Because God made the promise, and he needed a point of contact right here on earth so that it would be delivered and that people would believe in him.